So, George, can you give me a brief outline in simple terms of what your MRFF proposal was, which was not successful?
Yes, of course. So my MRF proposal was to establish a national monitoring and surveillance system for domestic violence by text mining police reports.
That's really simple, but how do you do that? And it surprises me that does it mean we don't have a national database like that?
Not really, we don't. So we did a pilot work with the New South Wales Police Force where it text mined 500,000 of police narratives. That was a project I was leading on. And we thought, do this type of resources have any information that we could use to unlock new insights in domestic violence for marginalized people, for women, for children? And after doing 500,000, I can tell you there were very interesting findings that even the Australian Institute of Health and Welfare they display on their main webpage.
So you could see trends and
Yes.
emerging trends, which means could that lead to preventative
Absolutely.
issues that you could sort of reduce the prevalence of domestic violence?
I believe so because what an example I can give is we found out that around 16% of these events that we text mine had a mention of mental illness that the police officers recorded. Now, knowing that and knowing the response of the police force towards people with a suspected mental health crisis, that can lead, for example, to some early intervention and prevention strategies. We saw that with the inquiry with a guy who went in bone injection and unfortunately killed some people. They fell through the cracks, but police are the first line for almost all these type of events, and they can give us a huge population-based sample, as opposed to go and conduct small qualitative reviews, which they have the usefulness, but police just go everywhere, right?
So, given the potential of the scale, and it was an unsuccessful grant, what are we missing out on by not having that? Are we still, are the states doing it on their own? Is it a little haphazard, or is it just not happening?
It's hard for me to comment precisely on that because each state and its law enforcement jurisdiction they are very secretive. Of course, the areas I call it justice, they're trying to do their own things. New South Wales has been more transparent, and I've been working with them for a long time. We even worked with the Department of Communities and Correctional Services in New South Wales to do the coercive control legislation. So we have proven that these narratives have information that can be used for prevention strategies. Now, other jurisdictions, they might not have the similar data, but when I wrote the grant, they were very much on board. They gave me letters of support, which was very difficult, which means at least 4 jurisdictions would have opened the data to start creating this national approach to domestic violence. And can I add something about that too? The National Plan to End Domestic Violence Against Women and Children from 2020 to 2032 really advocates for the use of more large-scale data that we can use to improve domestic violence surveillance.
So it's somewhat inexplicable, then, isn't it? Really, that we've got the Medical Research Future Fund. It's not like we're asking for more money. There is money sitting in the bank, so to speak. It's almost low-hanging fruit. So, what was your response or reaction knowing that this could actually save lives by having something like this at scale across jurisdictions with support from other state governments and jurisdictions? I mean, was it confusing? Was it surprising? What was it?
I'll be honest with you. When I first saw that email, I was really happy because if you're not successful, they don't say confidential. So I saw confidential under embargo. I thought, oh, we got it. And they did say, I think, congratulations. But then once I started reading through, and they said, oh, you're going to be in the waiting list, if I may use that word, if someone else cancels the grant, then I felt deflated. And I had a massive team of people that I try to bring on forensic psychiatrists, stalking experts, consumers, UNROS, the organization for women's safety, which is big agency for reporting domestic violence, AIHW. So there was a lot of people to come together to say, and police can be a little bit tight, and even they said, this is great. And ultimately we got, sorry guys, sad face. So, and we keep pushing it still, we keep
Yeah, so I was
pushing it.
just going to ask you, so where to from here?
I still apply to the MRFF.
Yeah, okay.
This is my 4th time.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm hoping again, still the same backing, the same people, and my work for the last 10 years has increased exponentially. Like I'm publishing government reports, I'm advocating for that. I give talks around the availability of data and how can we unlock this information. Couple of months back, I was in Canberra in the policy forum and technology to talk about police jurisdictions open up your data, it's public. We need to get a hold of them as researchers, always with the ethics protocols in place, and try to tackle this problem which is grappling Australia for so long. And it's not going down, it's going up. So you can't keep doing the same thing.
Yeah.
But that's my take on it.
Thank you.